In 1975, in a dimly lit garage in Los Altos, California, a young Steve Jobs works tirelessly on a circuit board. His friend and co-founder Steve Wozniak sits beside him assembling components. Steve Wozniak says, "Steve, I think we've got it. This could be the start of something huge." Steve Jobs, excited but restless, responds, "I know, Woz, but we need funding, distribution and..." A voice interrupts. It's Steve's father, Paul Jobs, standing at the door with a concerned look. Paul Jobs says, "Son, it's almost midnight. You've been working day and night. What about your family?" Steve Jobs sighs, rubbing his temples, and says, "Dad, this is my dream. Apple is my future." Steve enters his small apartment, exhausted. His girlfriend, Chris-Anne Brennan, sits on the couch holding their newborn daughter, Lisa. She looks at him, frustrated. Chris-Anne Brennan says, "Steve, you've barely been home. Lisa needs her father. I need you." Steve Jobs, looking away, says, "Chris-Anne, I can't stop now. We're on the verge of something revolutionary." Chris-Anne Brennan responds, "And what about us? You don't even acknowledge Lisa as your daughter." Steve hesitates. He loves Lisa, but he's too consumed by Apple to accept responsibility. Years pass. Apple is a booming success. Steve stands in a luxurious office, staring at the Macintosh prototype. Yet he looks deeply troubled. Paul Jobs, visiting Steve's office, says, "Son, you've built an empire, but at what cost? Family should come first." Steve Jobs, silent and looking out the window, says, "I know, Dad, but I don't know how to fix it." Years later, Steve, now older and wiser, sits in a park with Lisa, now a teenager. They share a moment of silence before Steve finally speaks. Steve Jobs says, "Lisa, I know I made mistakes. I let Apple consume me, but I want to be here now." Lisa, smiling faintly, responds, "I hope so, Dad." The screen fades to black, leaving the audience with the powerful message that success can come at a great personal cost, but redemption is always possible.